and I'm gonna just smell it. Okay, now we showed you this butterfly bush, and we're gonna go ahead and share it with you. Look at that crowning glory. What a princess. This is the Cottage Farm Cranrazz butterfly bush patio tree, and it is M57031. We have it on 5 easy payments of $10.39, first day ever with 5 easy payments. We also have free shipping and handling. This is, and this is what Kelly said, it's a thriller piece. Yeah, I love when he said that because I'm like, you're so right. By the way, it'll come to you growing in a 2 to 3 foot tree. Okay,
right.
It's not going to come 2 to 3 inches. 2 to 3 foot tree in an 8-inch pot.
Look at that.
There it is.
Look at that. I mean, that's one of the probably the bigger unit
That's
items
big.
that we ship from
Yeah.
Cottage Farm.
Yeah.
So we've got a great box.
And
with
it's
that
free shipping and handling.
great box that comes in. You don't have to worry about that jostling around too much. We've got a great packaging system down at Cottage Farms to be able to get plants like this, super healthy, well grown, off to the races, ready to get in the ground and start doing the magic that we're demonstrating. We're representing here in scale.
I
and
got to
color.
ask you, I've tried butterfly bushes
Yes,
before, and they're underlined bushes, because this is actually a patio tree.
Right.
My butterfly bushes got really tall and spindly and all wackadoodle and falling over. I got so frustrated. What is this about? What's going to happen here?
Well, you sort of made all the points about why we like to put a butterfly bush on a patio standard. And let me say, that's something that we do at Cottage Farms that you're not really going to find anywhere else. That's one of the things we like to do, is put shrubs on patio standard trees like this. Our team of craftsmen down in Mobile, Alabama know how to do this and do it right. And for the reasons you articulated so well, sometimes we just don't have the space to have a big old butterfly bush hanging out because it's kind of squirrely and it's kind of all over the place. And that's fine, but how amazing to be able to see that on a little tree form standard. If you're sitting out there thinking about your summer barbecues and your patio parties and thinking, what are those container displays going to look like? How am I going to zhuzh up that space to have a little excitement? You buy a couple of these to sort of frame the corners, maybe on either side of the pool or something. This is like an instant decorating piece in that garden space that you might be dreaming about.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And the color on this,
luscious.
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 Exposure is full to part sun, so it can kind of fall in between there, and it blooms summer to fall.
This is a powerhouse plant. Look at these rocket ship flowers. You know, they're these, botanically we call these panicles. They're these, but look at how they're just falling out of that
looks like a
beautiful
ruby.
sphere.
It does.
It
Looks like a ruby,
color.
a gemstone.
I could live in this color. This is like color of my world. I mean, what a beautiful, intense, richly saturated color to have as a kind of a showpiece in your garden. I mean, maybe, we're talking about this, we're showing this here, demonstrating, kind of representing what this would look like in the second and third year in your gardens in a container, but there's no reason that you should not think about putting this somewhere in the perennial border. Maybe you want to...
Well, now, wait a minute. I mean, it's a perennial.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely. So this is something that is going to come back year after year.
Wow.
Maybe if you have a garden that's a little more on the formal side, maybe you like things that are kind of like little balls on sticks, kind of globes and
Can I trim this
spheres.
up? Can I keep it round? Can I keep it like this?
Right. I mean, of course, the flowers kind of go, take away, they shoot out from that sphere. But certainly, you can kind of do a little pruning, a little snipping to kind of keep this really handsome shape here too. And you may have to do a little pruning just to kind of keep that standard
As you would
clean.
anything.
As you would anything. I mean, it's fun.
But
it's fun.
it is. It's absolutely beautiful. And boy, I would love one of these at the one on each side of the entry of the door.
I know, and it's we're always talking about ways you can frame the door. What a really great plant to buy one, maybe two of, even to sort of cue people where the door is. I have 2 doors in my front house. I have the formal door and I have the breezeway door. Yeah. And people come to my house and they go, which door do I go to? No, I use both, but I use containers in front of my house.
My neighbor has 2 doors. What is the reasoning for that?
I don't know.
I never know which one to go to, Celeste.
Nobody ever knows what door to come in my house.
There's 2 doors in the I've got one.
Except when I have the containers out, whatever I decide to do. Maybe that's what I should do this year. Maybe I should get one of these Cranrazz patio trees, because I love this color, a great color, for a lot of our homes are very neutral colors, and so what a beautiful accent to, the soft grays that are so popular in paint and siding colors today. A nice, handsome patio form tree.
Kelly, there's only 850 left.
I guess we're moving through them
today.
We're
moving quick, and I will tell you, we're rolling into prime time here. And when we do that, when we roll into prime time, there are a lot more eyeballs watching.
Right.
A lot more people checking out what they missed throughout the day.
You bet.
So don't miss out on yours. Again, 5 easy payments of $10.39. Pretty amazing, especially for the size that you're going to get.
Right.
For what you're going to get.
Well, look, year one, right here in front of me.
Is that going to bloom this year?
Sure, you bet it will. You're
Okay.
definitely going to see some flowers in this first year too, especially if you give it a little boost with our bud and flower fertilizer.
Where is that?
Can it's hanging around
are
back
we
here.
gonna
We
have-
should show that because.
Well, I'm going to pick it up, but Kelly, is there? Are we going to have a presentation on it?
Well, here, let's look at this. The nice thing about
We will
these,
not. So we're going to give you some information right
the
now.
nice thing about these, people probably hear us talking about this all the time, but we don't always get these out. Look at that little packet.
There it is on your screen.
that little
See that right there?
cube.
That's the information on it.
Yeah, look at that. It's just like this little packet. And you remember those fertilizers some years ago? You'd have to eat, your fingers would get blue or green.
Yeah.
You know, you just drop this in the water, it dissolves. One of these for every gallon of water. This whole
So how many
thing-
gallons will that do?
Well, I think this is almost like 100 gallons.
So
I think there's
100 gallons
100
of it.
packets of this. This will
Wow.
get you through the whole summer and
Is
then
it
some.
going to feed on the leaf or on the root?
This is something that you definitely want to apply to the roots. That's
Okay.
a great roots. She just tries to
Roots.
get me to say root. And root.
No. I promised you that was a legit question. You and your roots.
You definitely want to feed this just like you would when you're watering. You know, you want to apply this to the soil. And the thing about butterfly bushes, you know, look at all the flowers it's producing. We really need to give these things the food that they need, especially when they are young, to get off to this great start, especially if they're in containers. 'cause
And once
containers,
they're up and going, we don't have to work so hard. By the way, there's
Right.
only 800 left now.
right?
That's it,
so,
800. And listen, you guys, this is our preseason sale.
yeah.
Preseason
Reserved
sale.
today.
Yeah.
Reserved to do
And
some
that-
armchair gardening today, because come next month, some of this stuff isn't going to be here.
I know. And it's such a good point, Kelly, because that's where you guys, I want you to think about it. Think about your garden. Think about what you want to do, what you
Right.
want it to look like, what new colors you want, maybe creating a new space together.
Sure.
We just did 2 hours of patio and garden just before this show, really trying to, get some setups going.
You bet.
And this is when
What a
we've got
great setup. I mean,
Yeah.
it's practically ready to go. I mean, drop
Yeah.
this in a nice container.
Did you see
instant
this
decorator
with
piece.
lavender?
Yes.
If
yes,
you bought,
absolutely.
could I put this in the ground then put lavender around it?
Absolutely. Put the lavender around it. Put that sapphire indigo clematis, if there are any left. Put that around it too. What an amazing, classic combination of blue and this cran
Oh,
raspberry.
look. Emma on Facebook, she says that this is still blooming from last year. And her auto delivery